to the shop of Team MGR. I'm the Junkman, and today I'm going to show you how to make an inexpensive float charger. Okay, first things first. I got an inexpensive float charger from Harbor Freight. I'm sure a lot of people have seen these. I've used these for over 10 years. I've had really good luck with them. Some people don't like them, but I've had really good luck with them. So this was between $5 and $10. Other things you'll need is some ring terminals for the appropriate size of the battery you're going to be attaching it to, and a 2-wire trailer connector that you're going to put one end onto the battery charger and the other end onto each one of the ring terminals, and permanently attach the ones with the ring terminals onto your motorcycle, car battery, lawnmower battery, anything that has a battery that you want to make this float charger to be easily disconnected. Alright, the first thing you're going to want to do is, because we're not going to use the alligator clips in this application, we're going to cut both of those off. Okay, and now we have a decision to make. Because this trailer connector has a white and the black, which one are we going to use for the positive and which one for the negative? Because black in 12-volt systems is typically the negative, we're going to make that one the negative and the white one the positive. Now, another thing you want to do is, so you only have a certain amount of length here, and typically if you would cut it right here, this amount of wire will be enough to stretch a typical car battery. But if your application requires a little more wire, you're going to have to, add splice in with some extra wire. So we're going to cut right here and right here. And this end is going to be the one I use on the battery. And the reason that is see this end? This is on my ground. So when I got this hooked up to the battery, permanently attached to the battery, if it touches metal, there's no risk of shock or shorting out your really expensive battery. We'll add this end to the end that we just cut the alligator clips off of. Alright, next thing we got to do is strip our wires. I use one of these handy strippers. They're pretty nice to have, but you could use the other pliers type. Just twist our wires up here, and we need to strip those off. And there we go. Now, we're going to just tie these together, and you could do this a couple different ways. I'm just going to electrical tape them. You could use some heat shrink wrap over these. You would put the wrap on ahead of time. And since we're using the black's going to go to your gold. That's in this case, that's the ground on this particular appliance. Grab your electrical tape. I'm going to wrap them pretty tight. I wrap one, get it good and wrapped. Then I put the other one right next to it and wrap it good. Like I said, you could use some heat shrink tubing on this to make even more of a factory looking type of connection here. Okay, good to go there. Next thing, pretty simple. Strip these. Okay, now what I have here are some regular wire stripping pliers. They have the crimpers up here wire cutter, different strippers here. However, like I said, these are like quicker and easier. Okay, it doesn't really matter which one you do first, but put your wire through there, hold it, put it in the appropriate crimpers section. In this case, it's the middle one, and crimp that down real good. Now, like I said, if you wanted to make these totally waterproof, you could slide some shrink tubing across there, or they make ones of these that are waterproof. For this application, what I'm using, that's not really necessary. And there you have it. Now we just tighten those together, and there you go. Plug this into the wall, attach this to your battery, and this part is permanently attached to the battery, and then when you're ready to ride or use your lawnmower, just pull it apart, take this, set it on the shelf, and then just tuck your wires up under the seat or wherever, and you're ready to go. Total cost for this, like I said, if you pay full price for this at Harbor Freight, you're talking like $10. Trailer plug connectors about $2 to $3, and an assortment of ring connectors is about $2. So under $20, and you can make a detachable float charger. I should note a little word about these Harbor Freight float chargers is in the instructions they say they're not for AGM style batteries, the gel type batteries. I have used them in the past and seen no degradation of the life of the battery. However, because it specifically says do not use in AGM style batteries, I'm going to say don't use it or use it as your own risk. These are primarily made for lead acid type batteries, like most car batteries and most other type of motorcycle batteries, street bike batteries, whatnot. So I want to just point that out, that it's not recommended. However, I have in the past used it and not seen any problems using it. However, I can't recommend it.